City. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
White looking it over. On the wing, Tatum. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kata pulls it in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who Coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, Coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Holmgren. The Celtics making their last shot, and the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brown finds Tatum. Back to Brown. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Tatum's got 7.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Money from the wing.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Yep, count it.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. On the wing, SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. The shot by Dort, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Outside, Brown. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied. It just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That one's good for 2.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Holmgren with a screen on White. Pass to Wallace. Let's go with a 3. Here's Hartenstein. And the layup is good off the glass.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Here's White. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
The first one falls.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
White hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 7. Hauser outside. Tatum against Dort. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to White. Puts up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Steps back and shoots. It's hauled in by White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Queta. And there it is for him. Queta's got his second bucket of the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Holmgren with a screen on White. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Hauled in by Brown.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
White with a screen on Holmgren. Pass to White. Beyond the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Holmgren outside. Here's Hartenstein, pounded by Tatum. Wallace misses. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. Tatum passes to Queta. And stolen by Hartenstein. Now here's Dort, defended by Hauser. Wallace outside. Back to Holmgren. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw this game.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren at the line for 1.
And that one misses. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
White against SGA. Pass to Wallace. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. And down it goes. 2 points. Tatum's got 9.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
And here's SGA. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Wallace outside. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Celtics lead by 4. Brown looking around. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup.
Love that from Brown. No one can stop that floater.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Pritchard's checked in for Queta. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Brown. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 3. White finds Brown. A deep 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires from deep. Hauled in by Brown.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Tatum against Holmgren. A nice shot by Tatum. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Boston.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Joe comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. SGA hits them both. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. 6-point game. With the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Mitchell up top. He's guarded by White. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound, Celtics.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Pass to White. And a nice finish on the layup. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Williams with the screen. Now SGA. He's got 6. Outside Mitchell. Here's Joe. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Shireman. Still no points. They set the pick. To the inside. And he buries his first look.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the bucket by Boston. Yep, that one's good. SGA's got 8 points.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Outside White. Fires for 3. The shot by Garza, no good. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Wiggins. 1:21 left in the first quarter here. And here's Mitchell. He's guarded by White. This one for 3. Mitchell misses. Outside White. They set the pick. Takes one from 10 feet. The Thunder with the rebound. Outside Mitchell. 51 seconds left in the first. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
White, the pass to Gonzalez. Pass to Garza. And he banks in the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thunder trail by 7. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wiggins finds Mitchell. Here he goes. Outside Joe. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Joe's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Fires it. The wide open shot is on the money. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. We've got Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back over to you guys.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Gonzalez, following the 3 by Oklahoma City.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Mitchell. The 3 from Holmgren. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Tatum. Ooh, cans the tough leaner from the outside. Tatum's got 13.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Now here's Williams. No points so far. Gets the 3 to fall.
I just love the ball move.
Outside Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Pritchard against Mitchell. Here's Garza. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. That won't go either for Tatum.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Outside Joe. Pass to Wiggins. The 3 from Mitchell. Gonzalez pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. Inside. Here's Garza from the arc. Knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
Yeah, excellent decision by Tatum. Kicking it out to the ready shooter.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Williams, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, SGA going to town inside.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
It's Brown on the wing. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Williams with the screen. And it's SGA missing.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Shireman. Outside, Brown. Shot from 12. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for OKC. From deep, Mitchell. Shireman grabs the board. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Up top, SGA. 10 points for him. Williams with the screen. The 3 from Mitchell. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And the defense has no answer for him here in the second quarter. He is torching them from outside.
Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
The Thunder have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Knocks down the step-back J. Holmgren's got 5 points now this quarter.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Now Tatum. Williams defending. Tatum against Williams. Right side Tatum. Over Williams. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Outside, SGA. Back to Williams. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Tatum with a screen. Fires the 3. The shot no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, what a finish.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Walsh. Sinks the tray. Walsh has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
The 3 from Holmgren. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 3. To the middle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Walsh has got 5 now.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Cada's checked in for Walsh. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Shireman. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Lou Dort comes in for Joe. And it's Wallace in for Mitchell. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Wallace. Dort for three. Boston with a rebound. Cada's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hauser with it. He's scoreless. Brown in the high post. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Pritchard surviving the D. Outside, Brown. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Williams, defended by Hauser. SGA against Pritchard. Wallace outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Brown. Coming off a 34-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the 3 by Boston. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Outside White. The 3 is up. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
SGA passes to Wiggins. Wallace outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Back to Pritchard. For 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now. Outside, SGA. The kick out to Wiggins. There's the triple. Outside, SGA. Wallace outside. From behind the arc. Dort for 3. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Outside, Brown. Back to White. Puts up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pass to Wallace. Dort outside. Now Hartenstein. Outside, SGA. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 7. Back to Brown. 24 seconds left in the second. The fader. Dort grabs the miss. Pass to Wallace. Back to Dort. Wiggins for three. That shot missing. And we finished off one half of play. Leading by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
64. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. There has been the shot. So sorry. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And now back to the SGA show. I mean, the first half. It really has been all SGA.
Taking his time on offense has allowed him to get into a rhythm. And his teammate are getting him the ball. So the rhythm, he could do something with it.
Yeah, that's not only putting up the points, but that's putting a great beat to it, Jack.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Lets it go from deep. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
White the pass to Kata. And they pick up 2. Kata's got 6.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside White. Six on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. Good on the jump shot. He's got 14.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back over to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To the inside. Here's SGA. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 11. On the wing, SGA. He's guarded by White. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. SGA can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple, Gilgeous-Alexander.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Late into the season, let's check out the standings in the West. You look at Oklahoma City, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches.
I think for the Thunder, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
Queta, pass to Hauser. And here's Brown. Fires the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
SGA against White. Pass to Brown. To stop the run. Hey, Brown in traffic.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
White, the pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum from outside the arc. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 25. It's tipped. Left side Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to SGA. White with the steal. Down low. Tatum passes to Queta. Five to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Brown can't hit.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
It's Dort on the wing, defended by Hauser. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Celtics trail by 13. Now White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Mitchell's checked in for Oklahoma City. So it's Oklahoma City now. Outside, SGA. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And let's look in on the teams at the top of the list in free throw shooting. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Thunder in second.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Now here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Pass to Brown. Here's Tatum. Shot clock at 5. The lead now cut to single digits.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
White against Mitchell. Inside, White gets it to go.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Pass to White. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And now it's just a 4-point Thunder lead.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
Now here's Hartenstein, defended by Hauser. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Joe's checked in. On the wing, SGA. 25 points in the game. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. Good. He hits the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. SGA passes to Mitchell. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by White. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pritchard, the pass to White. On the take. Here's Garza. Nails the baby hook. Garza's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
5, Baylor.
So it's Oklahoma City now. At one point, they led by 16. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Williams. Here's Joe. Three-pointer off the mark. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 19-4 run. Outside White. And here's Brown. For the lead. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Williams with the screen from deep. Mitchell. That shot, no good. Boston trailing. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Brown. Williams defending.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Pritchard. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Garza. Williams defending. White with a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Shireman. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. For the lead. Brown passes to Garza. That puts him in the lead. Garza's got 7 points for the quarter.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Pass to Mitchell to win the drought. Hauled in by Brown.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's White. The Thunder pull it in. 36 seconds left in the third. Outside Mitchell. SGA passes to Williams. Here's SGA. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. SGA's got 14 points here in the second half.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Here's Brown. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. For all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got Chet Holmgren, Mitchell out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Carlson in at the center position.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
The three ball, and the basket by Joe.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Joe's gone 3 of 4 from three-point land so far. Outside Tatum, shoots over Holmgren. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Mitchell. Holmgren with a screen on Pritchard. The 3 from Mitchell, counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Outside Pritchard, pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 24 points.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Carlson, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Carlson's got his first 2 points. Pritchard with it. Pass to Gonzalez. Tatum inside. Holmgren's there. Left side, Tatum. Pritchard from outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Caruso outside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Pass to Carlson. Caruso outside. The 3 from Holmgren. Boston with a rebound. Shireman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Tatum. Holmgren with the block.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
Caruso, pass to Mitchell. Drains the triple. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Carlson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said to them, quote, "We've worked hard to come back. We have them on the ropes, but we have yet to land the knockout blow. We'll see if they can." Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Outside, Brown. To the paint. Here's Tatum. That one is off. Great D that time from Holmgren. Caruso finds Holmgren. Now here's SGA. 11 feet out. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Boston, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Caruso penetrating. 4-3. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Caruso. Caruso's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Shireman. Tatum from long range. JT for 3.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Outside Pritchard takes a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Cuts off the pass. Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Tatum, a screen on Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Derek White's checked in for Boston. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pritchard with a steal. Inside, here's Shireman. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds SGA. Outside for Mitchell. Takes the three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Tatum against Holmgren. The teardrop. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Basket counts. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
White can't hit. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. Pass to Mitchell. It's Wiggins on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Shireman. Here's Pritchard. The kick out to White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Thunder leading by 12. Outside Mitchell. SGA passes to Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Tatum against Holmgren. Pass to Brown. Looking to win the run. Caruso grabs the board.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And here's Holmgren. There's the triple. Boston pulls it in. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Over Mitchell. Pritchard, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Mitchell finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Holmgren. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
It's Brown on the wing. Outside White. Boston again missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Holmgren. He fires from 18. Brown pulls down the board. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. 17-point game. Outside Tatum.
This is the kind of pressure Tatum puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise with the foul.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Celtics. And your Celtics,
And now to present our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And that one falls for Tatum.
And listen, Jason Tatum is one of the very best players in the world. He does everything well, can fill in wherever, the type of player who covers up your weaknesses.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Tatum against Holmgren. Here's Dort. No, it's off target. Celtics trail by 15. Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's Kata. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Fires the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Dort. Tatum.
I'll tell you, not many players are better at forcing a defender to foul than Tatum.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for two, Jason Tatum.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Wallace outside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. Celtics trail by 13.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Thunder.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first two games of the season between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Here's Brown, following the three by Oklahoma City. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wasting no time, they answer with a three.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed